Right, good day, and well, I'm not Aussie. Hello, and welcome to this playthrough of Space Engineers. It's still there, and I'm looking at it to taunt myself. But today I will do something else. I will try to forget it and think about what I'm going to build to take it out. But for now, I will do a little bit of cleanup. No, actually, first I want to show you something I noticed. You know, when you don't have an ore detector, this is your only way to find ores. I will just show you that when you get this, you are quicker to find stuff. Look, silicon, magnesium, magnesium there, silicon there, going up the valley. Oh, silicon over there. Ice, 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 ice. So this is a way bigger, better tool to find ores with. It finds it further away, and it stays on more for a longer time. Silicon, nickel, magnesium. So at one point I will have to make a mine for the magnesium, but for right now I just want to do a little bit of base cleanup. The first thing I'll do is I will go over to my mining rig with my big cargo thingy and pick up what's left of the stone over there. That's something I have been doing off camera, so you wouldn't have to see, wrong button, thank you, so you wouldn't have to see what is basically just a pickup run. Oh, it just paused over there. All right. And stop. Thank you. Forward, forward, forward. Forward. Right. While that's loading up, I can just show you what the drill rig looks like now. And I have gold here. Right, so I'll just take that away. So my drill rig is still drilling down here, but it's fully extended, and it cannot take the rest of the gold here. If we'll need it, I'll come back and put a timer on this thing, and an extra yeah, one of these things. What do they call? Piston. Thank you. Or two, and just make it like I showed over in the ice rig. Make it just go between and go further and further out to get the gold. As for now, I'll just leave it. Yeah, it doesn't matter that it takes up some energy because it's not costing me anything, and it's still recharging. It's still charging up the battery, I can see from here. So how are we are? Oh, it's still got some gold there, right? All my cargo containers are full. So I'll just manually pick up the gold from here. Put it in my cockpit. Right. And yeah, well, I can, yeah, why didn't I? No. I just think I could just take as much stone as I could, as it could hold, just so that it, but I'm pretty full though, so okay, let's get off one, and I am so heavy. Oh. And just to show you why what I was meaning about my my base being too small, and I'll just stop there, and then I'll have to reverse. It doesn't help that I've just put on an extra connector there. Now this is just because I've done it so many times now that I actually know what it will look like. Exit, and that should be emptying out. And if not, it's because the refinery is full and it won't take it. But what we can do is, if I can, let's refine, let's check for gold. The industrial cockpit, which is not available here. I'll have to manually, not that, I can just press I to get my personal inventory. That's most of it. Put it in here. Right. What problem? But I'll try again. The problem is these are from my bill. Is they're not getting emptied as long as the refineries are this big. I have to go to my cargo connector or cargo container, my base cargo container. Just search for it. That's a Semper base large cargo container. Yeah, and manually drag these over here. Then the refinery will take them when they have any place for them. You can see they're already starting to fill up the refineries with stone. If I had a decent sorter system, which I will do in my next season, that will take them out from here. I can't take from there. And automatically put them over to the assigned cargo containers. which will make me very happy. Right. A base cleanup. What I'm going to do first is I'm going to make an extra refinery. And I just want to see if that is actually the one. Yeah. Alright, I'll just have to move the stuff. Because the base assembler here, it's not using it. So I will take the assembler for things and put it over here. And it's still making. No, it's done making. Okay. Base assembler. Base assembler. Oh, still. Why is that? That's something I noticed, that sometimes if you enter the production line from somewhere else, then you only see the production line from the assembler you're in when you access the assembler, which is pretty annoying. And I want to have a mod that doesn't do it. Well, don't complain. Cobalt area, magnesium, and the two other are done. Right. What I'll do is that I will grind these two down. Then I will, in my G menu, find a refinery. And I will put it that way, so it's connected up to all the other stuff. And I weld this up. And then I'm going to put on some yield modules here. I will then, I should have enough, and I will need it, 1,000. Come on, move. Okay, okay. Now it'll make superconductors for me, and while it's doing that, I want to put some speed modules on this one. 8 yield speed, because isn't there that doesn't actually take any superconductors. And I will take the superconductors, put it over here. Okay, this one needs a bit of everything. Right. What I've been doing now is that I have been finishing up my refinery. I have been putting speed modules all over my 2 remaining assemblers to make them go faster, and I put yield modules on my refinery. And then I have put out an order for ammunition and canceled the others orders and made some more superconductors and some more steel plates. What I also want to do is I'll actually want to make some thruster components to play around with a little bit for a iron machine. But that is an iron thruster, sorry. That will be for another episode. Right. Now that one is going. So that should be working out fine. What I was thinking that since I'm not going to use that many scripts, over here I'll just make a hydrogen engine. Just for the sake of it, just for doing it. It's quite large, but it does put out 5 megawatts of power. If we go into our control panels, and we can see that the wind turbine is maximum. Oh, that's a tank. Sorry. The maximum output is 361 kilowatt, and for my well, I haven't renamed these, alright. Or for the solar panel, the maximum output is 200 kilowatts. For the hydrogen engine, it's a bit more, but it's a noisy machine. And yeah, I'll just show. It has access ports in the bottom, and if you can see it on the sides here. So what I am going to do now is that I'm going to grind a hole here to make an access point down here. And down here I'll have to make a nut sorter there. I need interior plates. And then I'll need a curved conveyor tube there, and a ordinary tube coming up there. And now I can place my hydrogen engine. It's there. Now the problem with hydrogen engines is, even though they put out a good amount of power, there are 2 problems with it. One, they are noisy. They're noisy. And secondly, sometimes there's a problem with the power. Sometimes you actually have to log in and log out for it to work. Energy low, right. And I just forgot I need computer and power cells. So I'm tend not to use it because there are sometimes some problems associated with them. If you have a lot of ice and you have an ice lake, then there might be a good thing. What was the last thing? I'm losing focus. Large steel tubes. And again, I would like my sorting mod to get that going. Now, you see, now it's going and connected up. If I enter it, it's not really filling up. Turn it on, turn it off. No. And you can't hear it actually working. So what I have to do is I have to exit to main menu. Yes. Then continue game. Which kind of restarts the grid.
Energy low.
And I still have no energy, so I'll just refill my energy. And if I'm lucky, if I come back here, you can hear that there is actually a noise on it, and it's filled now. And it's working, and it's on. And you can see it's actually 5 megawatts to output instead of the kilowatts we were snagging on how. There's no need for it, and every time there's need for it, yep, it just goes on to fill up what we need. To make sure that we actually you can see the engines going. The good thing about this is that the moving parts are beautiful on the hydrogen engine. It just have this, it's kind of a gap in the floor, but you can't have everything. What I was trying to do was that I would actually make sure that it needed to fill up the power, so I'm going to put on some more batteries here. Just because I can. Oh, X and up, and I'll just need steel plates. And I wonder if I have. Oh, I do have steel plates, but I'll need power cells. I'll just take 1,000 of those. Abundance of resources. Right. Now I have my wall of batteries. Just because I will. Now, what I want to show now is that this machine is now outputting 5 megawatts of power, and it's currently taking taking hydrogen from the tanks, which means that these are working overtime to fill them. Luckily I have enough ice in my base, 2.2 million kilos, so I don't have to think about that right now, but I might make some extras, but right now it doesn't really matter because these are filling up nicely with that one. Maybe if I'll just put another one on here, that will go even faster. But for my power, I can see I have 32 power panels and 12 wind turbines and 42 batteries with a combined output of 504 megawatts. I'm currently 66% charge, and I'm currently using 7% of my power output. So all of this that I'm doing, recharging these batteries, doesn't count, but refining and assembling, I have production going. No, why am I doing that? Well, what I discovered is that if you access this assembler, you can see what's in this assembler. But if you go over here and access the production over here, you see the production all over. And if you put on a order here for production, it will go to the one furthest away in the queue. So it's not my assembler here that's making those. It is this one. Come on. Oh, right. This is the refinery, so it doesn't work. But in here we have an assembler I can't reach, and I am wondering if that one is redundant. If I go into my assembler, thank you, and onto my control panel, I can see there's only 4 modules attached, which means that the one up here is not doing anything whatsoever. So that's because, did you notice how fast it drilled away? Yeah. Now, because these are not attachments for speed modules. But that now gives me the idea to say that either I could put some new assemblers on here. I don't really need that right now. But here you can see this is the assembler doing this, and this is the assembler doing nothing. Because this one has not been ordered to produce anything yet. For now, I think that is enough for base refining and stuff. I'll just take a little bit to see if I have enough platinum and gold to keep me for a while. What I was thinking of doing next is to put all this gold to use. And I haven't not forgotten that that's over there. But so what I want to do in the next episode is that I'm going to redesign this in the way that I would like to put on. I have to put these in. I'll remove the lights, and then I'll put the atmospheric thrusters up here, and then I will put in a jump drive here at the back, or I think I put it underneath, because maybe I'll just, yeah, and then I'm already designing, and and then we're going to take a jump to the moon. I was just searching for the moon. It's on the other side of the planet, to see if we can find some uranium. That one is smoldering, and why is that? Oh, that's okay. That's because yeah, when I pressed the P accidentally in one of the former episodes,
Energy low.
right, energy low, I kind of dropped it on its back. Put on energy while I look in here to see if there is anything not working. No. I just need to finish up the repair of that atmospheric thruster. Right. That'll be done off camera. Now, so I'm going to modify this to be able to jump to the moon to see if I can find any uranium. That will be about the last thing I need to find. And maybe I will search, and I will search for a place for my moon base while I'm there. But that'll be next episode. So for now, I will just say that I will wish you, yeah. No. I just want to find a good spot here so I can take my thumbnail picture right there. And my lights out. Cool. So I will say thank you and good building.